Huh?
You gotta choose. 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 Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's, dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that in 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out. Great tits, New York's Jay Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, it's very early here, but maybe circle that one for later. A third and long conversion, Charles, and that sets them up first and goal.
And how about the way they got it done? You just mentioned third and long. I'm looking at it from the defense's perspective. They had the advantage. That's what you want to put an offense in. And
he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead it 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jonathan Bullard in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Throwing is Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort turned it into a successful play.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On play action, Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Zadarius Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins, incomplete, right side to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Cousins gives way to Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Off the play fake, Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
52 yards.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this one's incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
To throw again on second down, Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Cousins now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts,
a 9-yard touchdown run.
and the Eagles will add to their fourth-quarter lead. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a one-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. 23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Four yards remain for second down.
Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run for it. Cook. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles' defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
And that one travels out of bounds. So a bad break there, and that will thwart any chance that they had of coming back.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a
I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king.
Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, Your Honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana.
Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
All right, I knew I forgot to ask a question when we sat with the coaches about just how aggressive will you be bringing a ball out of the end zone, and what's the green light for your returner? In this case, it should have been a red light. Should have stayed in the end zone. Terrible field position to start this drive.
They start on the ground here at Sanders, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. From the gun, it's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Now back to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He's got Smith here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Reed Blankenship delivering the hit.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Oh, now a running play here with Smith.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jakobi Meyers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
They set up the screen for Stevenson.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
On fourth down, Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football.
So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Back to throw. Jones. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On the ground with a tight end. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones setting up a screen for Stevenson. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Jonnu Smith taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but
oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This is caught out in the right flat. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To try again after the sack.
Hurts, and that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Pats are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jones on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so he'll just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down.
Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller. And balling at 27, I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about 1st class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murdered my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon.